So I'm going to talk about my project, which is all about teaching K through 12 students how to type proficiently on the iPad touchscreen keyboards. So why teach students how to do this? Well, knowing how to type on a touchscreen is a 21st century skill. It's something students are growing up doing first before interacting with a physical keyboard. Plus, iPads and most other tablets can do anything a computer can for the most part. Also, touchscreens on iPads have autocorrect and predictive text options, which allows students to get automatic help with spelling, and they can develop their own shortcuts with predictive text. It's also cost effective for this project because most schools have their own class set of iPads, so iPads would not have to be purchased, and the typing app that we will be using also has a free version. And probably most importantly, students are interacting with touchscreens probably on a weekly basis. In their future careers, if they have a tablet or an iPad, they will need to be able to sit down and write a formal email or create a poem or a story on an iPad, and having a formal typing will help their thoughts flow freely and will not be inhibited by the touchscreen because they are familiar with it. They know how to hold their hands above the home row keys on the touchscreen and use it effectively. This leads us to the project tools we'll be using and how we're going to be collecting data for this project. So as stated before, most schools have iPads, so there's no worry about that. Then we'll be using Google Drive to collect a sample text before and after the touchscreen typing lessons to see if there's been any marked improvement in spelling or punctuation errors, grammatical errors, and also words per minute. Did students type faster than before? And also surveys will be conducted, how students feel about typing on a touchscreen versus a keyboard. Do they prefer it? Do they find it useful? Etc. And then there's the Tap Typing app, which is free, easy to install and navigate. We're going to go into that in a little more detail next. So, the home screen of Tap Typing looks like this. There's the lesson section, speed test, leaderboard so students can compare themselves to others, which is a motivator, and statistics to see where students are making errors. So there are beginner lessons, intermediate lessons, advanced lessons, and then there's also extra credit, and there's usually an introductory how to get used to your iPad touchscreen keyboard. So all in all, a minimum of 7 sessions to go through the lessons and collect enough data. It will probably take more than that, but a minimum of 7 sessions. Probably at least 20 minutes long minimum in order to get good data. So also in Tap Typing, this is a form of data we can collect. We can have students take screenshots on their iPads, showing their words per minute, their accuracy, where they're making errors on the keyboard. And then here's the statistics showing what letters are a problem. Maybe they need to readjust how they're holding their hands above the keyboard. So learning to type formally on a touchscreen allows K through 12 students to acquire a necessary 21st century skill that enables them to create and function on multiple devices proficiently and practically, making students more versatile and flexible with today's technologies. So it is the hope that this project that teaching students to type on a touchscreen is a valuable skill. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.